Hi guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plunk production. And I'm getting a bit of a feeling, a twitch, an itch if you will. The air is 42% nitrogen, 29% oxygen. There's something else in the air as well. Yes! Merry Christmas guys, very Merry Christmas. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Christmas. However you are celebrating it, I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas. But there's something else, there's another feeling that I can't quite shake that I'm going to have to address. That's right guys, it's time for a cuppa. Actually, it's not the best cuppa I've ever made, to be honest. But yes, it's time for a cuppa. In the obligatory month, once again, unfortunately has suffered a bit of a booby. Some plates fell down on top of it the other day, so it suffered a bit of a casualty. But hey ho, it's still going strong, it's still here. So in this video, this is going to be under the wrapper of a time for a cuppa. This is going to be a channel update video. You may have seen me, heard me rather, in my previous video, the Doctor Who, most recent Doctor Who update of all the Blu-rays and the DVDs and the bonus sci-fi 4K, sci-fi related box sets. That I did say, if you've been watching my videos leading up to that one, you'll know of the stuff that's been going on. Well, that's because I had intended on uploading a video previous to that, which is with the headset and the mic and all the kind of stuff, which was a channel update video. I just never got round to uploading it, to editing it and uploading it. So this is now going to serve as that video. I know people like my time for a cuppas, so why not give you one on Christmas Day of all days. And a bit of a channel update, bit of a New Year's resolution kind of video, some plans for the channel going forward, that sort of stuff. So please feel free, grab your own beverage of some description, could be a Christmas beverage, a tipple if you will, of some description, and let's get into some of the changes to my channel and me as a person in a sense. So the first kind of two major changes is you're looking at me through one is the camera. Okay, it's the camera and the mic setup. You've already seen the video that I did kind of impromptu on the Synco wireless mic situation. I'm really enjoying this this setup. So that's, and I also have the Panasonic GHC GH4. Bit of a mouthful to say all of that in one go. But I bought this off of CEX recently in the last month for a really good price, actually, I think it was. It didn't originally come with a charger. It now has a charger. Yeah, it now has a charger. And I think I referenced in the previous video when I spoke about how I managed to get this box set. No, not this box set. This box set, or this set. That I had a voucher in relation to a charger that got delivered later. It's this charger basically. So when CEX delivered this, it didn't come with a charger. It took them 2.5 weeks to finally get round to giving this to me, which I have a whole video based upon bad CEX customer service. In fact, there's actually a video on that on that subject, on good CEX customer service. Because to be fair, recently with this being delivered, with the GH4 being delivered, and a couple of months back I had the Sure Scope Volume 1 and 2 box sets delivered. Their delivery, they're fantastic. To be honest, the deliveries right now from CEX are absolutely fantastic. They are stellar. I know there's a lot of people up in arms over their increase in delivery costs. But if it includes postage and packaging as well, then I'm all for it, because they've been doing really well with the packaging recently. So kudos for that. I'll give them credit where credit's due, but unfortunately in some places the customer service is not so great. So that's the first new thing, is I now have a dedicated camera once again, and I have a lavalier mic. Yes, there's going to be some people who will be like, oh, you know, you sold all that stuff. Was it earlier this year, like start of this year, whenever it was that I did it all? It is what it is. At the end of the day, I was going through a bit of a rough mental patch at that point, and I think shedding the camera, the mic, and just using that money to do some things that helped my mental health around that time was more prudent than carry on with videos at the time. And this new setup I'm really enjoying. The GH4 is still a fantastic camera. It's built like a bloody brick shit house with its magnesium alloy body and all that kind of stuff, and this is a fantastic mic system. So really looking forward to what this is going to bring going forward. And let's move into what's going to happen going forward. So the main thing that's happened that I sort of did mention in the last video is I've pared down some of my collection, and I'm starting to focus on these, which is the Doctor Who The Collection Blu-rays, and just Doctor Who in general. And basically I'm now shifting my collecting towards sci-fi, some horror here and there, or sci-fi horror. Absolutely, because one of my favourite films of all time, Alien, is a sci-fi horror. The Thing is up there as well as one of my favourite films. I've watched it 5 times now, maybe more than that. So that's beginning to go up there. So sci-fi, horror. One other category. Like martial art, I still have my Bruce Lee box set. I still have my Shore Scope box set. And any movies or TV shows that I know I'm just going to watch again and again and again. So I've still got my Star Wars 4K box set downstairs, simply because of also the story that's behind it. Still have all my Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, all that stuff is still around. I actually still have Dexter on Blu-ray, which I'm actually thinking of selling in the new year. We'll see where that how that goes. I still have my Harry Potter set. So yeah, just bits and bobs that I know that I'm just gonna watch again and again and again. It came down to, again, not really a bad mental state, but a mental state I was in where I was just feeling overwhelmed by all the stuff that I had and didn't watch and wasn't watching. It was just sat there collecting dust. I'm more than happy with streaming personally with a lot of things. So I decided to pare down a lot of my collection and focus on things I know I'm going to watch on a continual basis. And that's also going to allow me to talk about box sets in more depth on my channel. So I already have probably Boxing Day, 26th, for those who don't celebrate Boxing Day, probably Boxing Day, I'm going to be doing a review on Fury of the Deep. That's coming up because I really enjoyed Fury of the Deep. I recently watched the 5 Doctors. I watched that on BBC iPlayer. No, I didn't. I watched that. I got season 20 downstairs. I watched that from that. And I also watched The Power of the Doctors, another Patrick Troughton serial or story, if you prefer. So there will be reviews of all those going up. And obviously goes without saying that having just, you know, bought this or rebought it in a weird way, I will be doing a re-watch of New Who. I am also watching the New Who, and there are reviews coming of Star Beast, World Beyonder, The Giggle, and of course Church on Ruby Road, which is the Christmas special that I'm really looking forward to. And of course that's on tomorrow, Christmas Day. Really looking forward to the Christmas special. I'm actually hearing that the next series of Doctor Who is quite dark and quite controversial in some aspects, which I'm really looking forward to because I prefer the darker series or iterations of Doctor Who. So really looking forward to that. Really enjoying my journey through Classic Who. At the moment I have been watching some of it on BBC iPlayer, on the Blu-rays and the DVDs, but I now have really enjoying my adventures through time and space, if you will. Yeah, so that's the main change when it comes to all of that. Having said that, through January and February, I am going to have to put a little bit of a hold on collecting these. You know, I've got 8 of the 14 that have currently been released. There's another set, I think it's season 17, I think, is coming out in January, which is a re-release of season 17. I'll probably be buying that payday January, so I'll be getting that on payday. I was going to say something else, but collecting these as quickly as I have recently may have to go on the back burner, because I have to buy, I don't have to, I'm going to be buying a whole load of board games again. There's a guy that I've been talking to for a few months now. He's got the entire all-in bundle for Deep Madness set to one side for me, and he's got Resident Evil 2. It's almost the all-in bundle, not quite, but almost the all-in bundle, because they actually released some stuff aftermarket. But he's selling that for space, because his missus wants the space back, and he's giving me a deadline by the 17th of September, because they are renovating the room in which the closet resides, in which the board games reside in said closet. So I've got to pay off what I owe him before the 17th of February. So obviously the next couple of months, that's going to put some things on the back burner, because it's quite a bit of money I'll be paying out to him. Worth it. I'm really looking forward to Deep Madness, and of course, because I'll pay it off next month, he'll send me Resident Evil 2, which will feature. The reason why I'm mentioning the board games is obviously with this camera and my phone, there we go, I can record board game videos basically. I am thinking of finding a way to have a live stream set up to be able to do it, much like Ready Steady Play. But that's my ambition, is to start also recording board game videos. I mean, I have, to my right, just over there, I've got the Ether Rain. I've got a follow-up video on the Ether Rain actually. Zombie Side, Endure the Stars, Bard's Song, Bloodborne, the board game, and there was some behind my MetaQuest 3 box that I can't see, Destinies, something else over there that I can't remember the name of right now. But yeah, I've got a lot of board games to start getting through. I think I keep wanting the first game I played to be Endure the Stars, so we'll probably look at that. Maybe over, I work on the 27th, but from the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st and the 1st I'm off. I go back to work on the 2nd. So maybe over that little period I will do a board game video of some description and take you guys along for the ride on that one. That's not going to be the end of my board game escapades. I can promise you of that. There are a lot of board games that keep popping up in me going, For instance, Zombie Side has a Marvel expansion add-on, Sidestep. I'm not really sure what it would side on. I'm not really sure what it would call it. I'm really interested in that, because I think, you know, Marvel zombies is kind of an interesting little thing. And Zombie Side doesn't take itself very seriously at all. I can tell from the game. So Marvels and zombies, hey, it's a bit of fun at the end of the day. But there are a few board games out there that keep popping up on various Facebook groups that I'm like, I quite fancy that. And I do at some point plan on collecting more of the Bloodborne expansions. I've got 5 of the expansions, if my calculations serve me correctly, and I do want to collect more of those expansions. Some of them are really expensive because they're very much out of print right now. Luckily, 2 of the expansions that I already have, which I think is Murgo's Loft and the Chalice Dungeon expansions, they go, no it's not, it's the Blood Moon one, which is down there somewhere. It's the Blood Moon one that goes for £350 just by itself. Just as an example, and I don't mind revealing this, I paid £400 for all of the board games I've got to my right, and yet just on its own, the Blood Moon expansion pack for Bloodborne goes for £350. Whoo! woo! Yeah, there are some that go for a really, really pretty pen. I do want to get hold of the Dark Souls board game at some point, but it's out of print, and whenever someone posts it on one of those groups, it sells out quickly. So you need to be there and ready to go for when someone posts Dark Souls, because everybody wants Dark Souls. But yeah, I kind of went a bit of a tangent about board games for a bit there, but that's definitely something. I still have Bag of Dungeon, which someone special to me bought for me last Christmas or Christmas before, I do believe. So I'll be doing another video on that. I say another video, I never uploaded that video, did I? That's another video I never uploaded. I did do a video on it actually, about a year or so ago. But yeah, never uploaded it. So with multiple cameras, I can now probably do a pretty good job of some kind of board game playthrough, so to speak, which I'm really looking forward to. And you can probably expect some VR content going forward. I don't know if this has made it into a video. I think it has. I've got a Meta Quest 3 now. I did mention the box a moment ago, so there's going to be some VR stuff going on, probably some gameplay, me talking about VR, and I want to get into kind of news related stuff, probably Doctor Who related news, to be honest. That's kind of where I want to shift into. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan going forward. New Year's resolutions. Let's get into New Year's resolutions. So I think the main New Year's resolution, which I've had this New Year's resolution for the last 3 or 4 years, but maybe it's time to actually implement it, is to actually watch things, to actually get round to watching things, doing things. I felt really good when I was sat there last night watching some Classic Who, and the night before that watching some Classic Who, because I've been meaning to watch Classic Who for bloody ages, and now that I'm collecting it, I'm like, oh yeah, I feel really good for actually getting around to this. There's a couple other things I did that served my backlog. I've gotten back into GTA 5 online, or GTA Online recently. That felt really good. So it's just basically actually watching things in my backlog and getting around to things such as board games and stuff like that. So yeah, that's primarily the main New Year's resolution plans, and to do more videos, simply put, to get a schedule going and to upload videos and stick to that schedule. Essentially, that's kind of where I'm at on all of that. Can't really think if there's anything else off the top of my head to update you guys on, talk about you guys with. But as I said at the start of the video, please have an absolutely wonderful Christmas. Hope you are having a wonderful Christmas as you watch this. I will see you in some videos between now and the new year. There will be a Happy New Year video coming forward, which is why I'm not saying it in this video. But yes, hopefully you guys are going to like the changes and some of the things I'm going to be doing differently. I think the next video you can look forward to, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll probably do a review of Church on Ruby Road. Will probably be the first video I do, and then I'll do a review of Fury from the Deep, which I'll keep saying this. I really enjoyed this. I actually want to re-watch it. I've actually been watching a lot of Patrick Troughton recently, and I really like his Doctor. He's kind of a sassy, bratty, chaotic Doctor that does not play by the rules and is a bit of an arrogant twat at times. But hey, that's the Doctor. And I'm really enjoying his sort of his banter, air quotes, between him and the companions that he has. Is it Ben and Polly in The Power of the Doctor, his companions in that? Really enjoying, there's basically Ben kind of chastising him and trying to get answers out of him, and he's just playing the recorder, being a chaotic, annoying shit, basically. And I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, Merry Christmas, guys, and until next time, please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.